Hi, this is Shannon Beasley, a realtor here in Castroville, Texas. I invite you to come along and discover with me why Medina County is a great place for you to live and work, and how Medina County shines in the great state of Texas. We are at the Medina County Museum in Hondo, and this is Francis Quinn, who is graciously opened this up for us to come look around. Francis, tell me a little bit about your involvement with the museum and a little bit of history.
The museum was begun in 1970 when the Southern Pacific Railroad was getting rid of the depots. They offered this building to the Hondo Garden Club for $1.
$1?
For $1.
Wow, what a deal.
And a bunch of the ladies and were backed by the business people in the town, and they got the money together. The stipulation was the depot had to be moved from downtown to some other location off of the railroad property.
And so what is the purpose of the museum?
To preserve the history of Medina County.
Well, I'm super excited. Let's go look around. So I found an artifact that I find especially interesting, being that I grew up in Uvalde County, is this crowbar from the Newton boys robbing the two banks in Hondo on January 9th, 1921. It was left behind. And so those of us that have kind of an affinity for those boys that grew up in North Uvalde County, and a great movie and books about them, but we do have the actual crowbar here from the two robberies. Welcome to the Schoolhouse. So this is one of more than 30 one-room schoolhouses that we had in Medina County. And artifacts from all of those different schoolrooms have been brought here. So we have desks from each of them. We have books. One of the really interesting things I find is within all these books, a lot of them are in German because that was the ancestry. This sandbox was a part of the learning every day. And so as the older kids would work, the younger kids would come and draw in the sand and practice their writing skills. So we are in the steam engine room, and I walked in and was massively impressed by this wheel. But Francis tells me the real magic was about the steam engine. Francis, tell us a little about it.
The engine was built in 1903 and was used to run the Dehennis Brickyard for almost 100 years. It was pretty massive. It was considered at the time that the donation was made to the museum in 1987, it was thought to be perhaps the last still functioning engine of its type in the country.
Very cool. So what would happen, as I understand it, is this wheel would turn, and with that, smaller wheels throughout the system that would run the brick and tile factory. This ran all of the factory, correct?
Right. It moved all the big equipment, some of which we have out in the yard.
Lots of other artifacts around, lots of farming history, ranching, so many just neat things. And I love that every piece has something written with it. So you might find a family piece here. There is the opportunity for schools to come through, groups to come through and see all of this history so our kids can know where it started, where we came from, and really grow that appreciation for Medina County